It's crazy, but I know exactly what's taking place now. I know the Antichrist is running the world. It's not even an American Antichrist. And all this time, that thing was trying to coil itself around me, even in youth. But when I met my husband, and his ex somehow entered the picture, and I never said over 30 words to her. She was with a Secret Service agent that was Jenna Bush's bodyguard, and this awful attorney that had already kicked my husband's butt deceitfully during the divorce. She hated my husband because he's a good guy, and they called her Amelia the Bulldog. Well, when I first met him, he had been separated and divorced for over 16 months, and she wasn't even in the state, but she'd come back all the time and stay at her Secret Service agent's friend on the street. And one time she was there, and I had never met her, and the kids told me she was there. I was on the way back from the zoo, and they were in the back seat, and I said, "Your mom's here?" They're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, let's go home. I want to go see her." And they got real sad, and they said, "Well, she won't want to see us." I said, "Don't be ridiculous. She'll want to see you. She's your mom." So I took Justin home and put him in his Sunday suit, and I sent him just a block down where the Secret Service agent lived. And he came back, and he cried. He slammed the door, went to bed, wouldn't tell me why. So finally I got through to him, and I said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Doesn't your mom want to see you? Why are you back so soon?" "She wouldn't want to see me." Crushed. I only spoke to that woman, like I said, 30 words in over 30 years. I know my husband going on 32 years. And so I was so upset with the way she treated her kids, I never would speak to her. I didn't think I just would be too angry, so I refused to talk to the woman. Because if anything needed to be negotiated, I let it go through the courts, through my husband. I said, that's his baggage from his first wife. I'm not one of these people think it's any of my business. But I did call her up and say, "I want you to know your little boy is crying himself to sleep." And she started screaming at me, "You bitch, they're my kids, they're not yours, they're my kids." And then she put on this big show for the Secret Service agent's wife. She goes, "Damn her, they're not her children." And I said, "I just want you to know he's crying himself to sleep." She said, "Well, give him Ritalin, he'll be fine." I said, I don't give kids drugs." And she said, "Well, it's just because you didn't give him Ritalin." I said, "I don't give kids drugs." And then she screamed to call me names, slammed the phone down, and got all the sympathy from the Secret Service agent and her wife. And so the reason I'm telling you this is they're telling me my stepson, Justin, 7th Division Special Forces, and his brother, Chris, 7th Division Special Forces, and Alex Sisico, for the fun of it, put my parents on a kill list, and now me and my husband on a kill list. And if I had not seen the dragon everywhere and the damn devil's head all over my property, I wouldn't have believed it. But if I had not witnessed them killing my dad at the hospital, saying because I refused to let the devil take me over, and because I refused to give my property away to them, even though they'd never been here but one time in 30 years, that they did do that to my dad. And they didn't just kill him. They later tried to ghost him. And that's what they're doing. And now they're trying to do it to me and other members of my family. So that beast is here tonight, and it's putting these vice grips on my head. It has been destroying me for I guess, when I first, it was probably whenever I got an invitation to go to Writers' Conference. But that was before the year 2000. I was still in my late 20s when I got online. I got the invitation later. But they fed on me because I was so innocent that I kept buying computer after computer and paying thousands of dollars over a 10-year period because they kept blowing out the hard drives on my computers. I'd try Fujitsu. I tried the new Apple PowerBook. I even ordered, I got Samsung, I got Toshiba. It was a Toshiba order, not Samsung. Out of the country, it was Toshiba. I tried every computer, but every time I take them to the store and say, "Look, somebody's talking to me," instant message, and they're telling me that they're still in my documents and all my writing, and that what I won't freely give, they're going to break in it still. Well, people said that's the pitching agent, Andy Cohen. Other people said it's John Saul. But whoever was doing it at the time, I know now it's a whole army of these people. They would try to play head games with me. They would try to get into my brain, and they'd tell me they were in there cleaning house, and they try to get me to talk to them. And then they tried to get me away from my mother's bedside when she had cancer. And later they said they killed her. And they were just draining me dry. But what they wanted to do, they said, was destroy my innocent soul, because and they saw the picture of me with a white R and a machine. And then I went to the fair and had my picture taken again. It was still white, but it had a little pink in it. And so eventually, the second time I had it done, it was this little tiny bit of pink and gray. It's on the front of my page, mostly white. Well, they said that they were going to destroy me. They're keep me in a Disney prison with energy. And they said eventually, damned. So here they are now, and every day they blind me. And then they told me the last 2 days, don't you know, we've not just ruptured your eye. There's something else they called it, not just hemorrhages. Well, I know they are, and I know I'm blinder, but they do it every day. They're that sick. This is the Antichrist, and that real Antichrist is here. And so each day I piece myself together, but you don't know how hard I was attacked. You know I don't go to bed to daylight because they try to kill me in my bed. And then they send me all this stuff about move to a camper in Tennessee. They keep wanting to get me to Tennessee where that big tower is. And they keep sending me Poltergeist 3, what that tower looks like, the Sears Tower, which has something to do with Satan. But they did kill my mom, and they did kill my dad, and they did kill my Aunt Betty, and they did kill my cousin Eric. And they're after me wholeheartedly. They want me to agree to be a sacrifice. Isn't that crazy? And they even killed my little dog. They put her in the garage while I was gone. They made me have numerous car accidents. Sometimes I take pictures of them, and you can see they look like vampires, and you can see people coming out of woods having meetings. They look just like creatures from another galaxy or something. If you photograph them, they'll have a person's face, but it'll be blurred out in the picture. And it's like, I think they're all trying to invade us.